Alright people, I felt like shooting a video, so I chose to shoot a video on my top 10 films. We're going way back to 1998, and these are 10 of my favourites, so let's get on with it. I watched this again last week. I've forgotten how fun it was. It's A Bug's Life, and it never occurred to me that it's the same story as Seven Samurai and Magnificent Seven. And I've seen this I don't know how many times over the years, but I'd never thought of that. Then Vampires. John Carpenter's Vampires, which I saw once, bought it, and then it's still in the packaging. I liked it because it felt like an action film mixed with a vampire film. At least that's my memories of it. It could be completely different the next time I watch it. Then everyone knows, I think most people like Saving Private Ryan. One of the greatest openings in film. And it always reminds me of the game Medal of Honor, which you also had to storm the beaches. Next one is Rush Hour. I might edge towards Rush Hour 2 as being my favourite Rush Hour film, but that is a lot of fun. I watched that a couple months back. Fantastic film. One of my favourite action films as well. Possibly the first film that I saw Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau in. Not a good film. No one would classify this as a good film. 30 odd years after the first film came The Odd Couple 2. And this is where I got into Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau. Old timers. And then I just went into all the other stuff, and I love seeing them. Hell, I'd watch them sitting on a park bench talking about the day. Then Enemy of the State. Will Smith's in the wrong place at the wrong time. He's got something, he doesn't know that he's got it, and the government's after him. I think it's the government. I think it is. Many people I've seen say this Gene Hackman performance, it's kind of the same guy as from The Conversation. No, I don't really care. I think The Conversation's overrated as hell. So I don't really care if it is the same guy, but he's paranoid. Will Smith needs him to help him. Then we have Dark City, which I have up there, but it's got no cover. So you'll have this cover. Like a neo-noir film where the world's constantly changing and there's these weird dudes who tune. Yeah, very strange, but I've always liked it. The Prince of Egypt, kind of a Ten Commandments, kind of similar-ish, has one of my favourite partings of the Red Sea moments. It's big, it's bold, it's full of energy. It's got a great voice cast, if I remember rightly, a great voice cast. That's the Prince of Egypt. Then Lethal Weapon 4, which probably is my least favourite Lethal Weapon film, but hell, it's a lot better than films that come out today. The one with Jet Li, it's worth watching. Hell, if you're a fan of Lethal Weapon, you probably do still enjoy this, or maybe you don't, I don't know. And then my favourite film of 1998 is Blade. Now I go back and forth into which one I prefer. Do I prefer Blade or Blade 2? I don't know. I honestly don't. Depends on the mood and all that business, but Blade is a phenomenal film. Yes, the effects have not aged well 20 odd years later. They haven't aged well, especially towards the end. They look shit. I'll forgive that, because Wesley Snipes is badass. He is fantastic to watch, and I've liked it, and I've always liked it, so that's my favourite film of 1998. And today is also the anniversary of Robin Williams' death. 8 years, I believe. Like, that's gone like that. So that's sad. There you go, my favourite films of 1998.